lesson 3 of topic 3 enzymes about the lock and key hypothesis. One of the characteristics of enzymes are they are specific. They are specific because enzyme has an active site, and this active site has a specific shape. So different enzyme will have a different shape to their active site. And because of this, only specific substrate will be able to fit into the active site of the enzyme. So we say only the substrate that is complementary to the active site of the enzyme can fit perfectly into the active site of the enzyme. So just to recall again, enzymes are biological catalysts. They are made of protein, so they're actually having a very complex 3D structure, just like this image here on the left. But obviously we can draw it simply in this 2D version whereby we have different shape to the active site of the enzyme. And the lock and key hypothesis states that how enzyme works with the substrate is similar to how the lock and key works. So only a key that is complementary to the lock will be able to open the lock. So again, enzymes are specific. Enzymes act as the locked because there is active site on the enzyme. On the other hand, the substrate acts as the key, and only the complementary substrate or complementary key can fit into the lock or can fit into the active site of the enzyme. So when the complementary substrate binds with the active site of this enzyme, they will form an enzyme substrate complex. And it is during this complex, when it's forming the enzyme substrate complex, that the enzyme is actually doing its action, whether they are going to be doing a catabolic reaction or anabolic reaction, which is what you will be learning about in lesson 4 of this topic 3, enzymes. So in this case, at first we start with one big substrate, and the end products, we actually have two different smaller products, A and B, which is totally different to the substrate. And we call this catabolic reaction. Don't worry about it. We'll learn more about this after this. But what I would like you to take out from this is the fact that the enzymes remains unchanged. After it has done its job, the enzyme releases the products and it's free to be used again, which means it will bind to another substrate that has not been reacted on or that has not been converted into the products. So the enzyme can work, combine with the substrate again that fits perfectly into the active site. They will form the enzyme substrate complex again, and the reaction will occur where it will form a product which will be released. And this process will continue until all of the reaction, all of the substrate has been used up. So really, you don't need a lot of enzymes because it can be reused again and again.